Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails for Daybreak, where we are just in Edith in the beginning of chapter 5, and things are bad with a nuclear explosion and in Tyrell village, so... But before we do anything further, I wanted to just do the usual side activities we do. Is Marielle here? For chance? I doubt it, but... No. Probably went into her later.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie!
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop. Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
What's playing right now? Peony Blade? I think we watched that already.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Hello. Thank you for your visit today.
And I know we watched Gloria Dawn of a Revolution, so what remains is Perfect Driver.
If you have a ticket,
Judith. And yes. I decided to let everyone loose so we could watch a movie during this work break. Philip, a young fledgling Z1 race car driver, is the son of Louis Adler, a legendary racer. Tormented by the crushing weight of his father's legacy, Philip rebels against him, shattering the bond they held in the process. Shortly thereafter, Louis gets into an accident and perishes on the spot. With little time to process the untimely death of his father, Philip is thrust into the Grand Prix, his focus fractured and his will dwindling. But then, in the final lap of a race, when all hope of victory was nearly lost, the words of his father echo in Philip's mind.
The thing you gotta aim for ain't the finish line. You're gonna have to think way beyond that. If you want to be a legend, set your sights on a goal to call your own, then speed past it.
Unbelievable! Philip's taken the lead. He's past last year's champion, Max. Look at that little Lino of his go. Something's really lit a fire in him. Nothing's gonna stop him now.
That little punk didn't even spare me a second thought. Who on earth is that kid racing here?
I found it, Dad. I found my goal beyond the finish line. I just wish I could have found it while you were still here. I'm going to leave you in the dust, Louis Adler. I won't stop racing until I override every legendary record you ever set.
Family relationships can be such tricky things to deal with. There are some things you can forgive because you're related, but there are other things that are hard to compromise for that same reason. I can really relate to Philip's frustration in that movie. How should I put it? I'm the last person in the movie who wants to come off as preachy, but when you have something to say to someone, you should say it while you still can. That's my motto. You're right, Van. I should talk to my dad while I still have the time. That was a well-made movie. On the one hand, you've got that family drama of a dad and his son who can't see eye to eye, which is relatable. And then on the other hand, you've got the Z1, which brings something unique to the table. Those two things go really well together. The first movie is such a hit too. I remember the script and direction both being solid stuff. Totally. Apparently the actors got to drive around inside real high-speed cars while shooting again. That sort of working environment is always a good recipe for getting raw, natural acting out of talent. You love to see it. You're making me go into actor's mode with this conversation. Got to remember I'm not on the clock. Anyway, thanks, Van. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. I feel much better now. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. Maybe I should pick one up as souvenir. Magnanimous young lady.
If you have a ticket, please proceed. What's next?
Okay, and we have two, right?
Planner launch.
So you can watch both. Judith, you wanted to watch a movie on the laptop. Van's group decided to take a short break. Thanks for letting me borrow this. There's this movie I've been dying to watch again. Don't mention it. I don't mind lending it to you while we don't have anything going on. Just don't break it or anything. I've got a lot of files on where I'd rather not lose. I can handle electronics just fine. I'm not fairy, you know. And don't worry, I won't tell anyone if I find your search history by accident. On second thought, give it back. I'm kidding, Van. Relax. Anyway, why don't you stay here and watch a movie with me? You don't mind the company? Not at all, and it's a really good movie. But word of warning, it's kind of an oldie, so it might be a bit boring for you. I think I can trust Calvert's biggest actors' taste in movies. Alright, move over, let's see what you've got. Huh, I think I recognize this. Oh, you do? We can watch something else if you want. Nah, today's a good day to watch this one. That's good, cause I'm really in the mood to see it today. The two of them settled in and started watching the movie together. Eventually, the last of the credits rolled on screen as music played quietly in the background. Yep, still a good movie. This one first came out 20 years ago, yeah? Man, it's been a while. Motion pictures were still new back then. I was barely a toddler when it came out. I watched one of its theatrical reruns with Mom back in the day, but even that was a while ago. Watching it again, I'm pretty confident it's being one of my all-time faves. Not what I would have pinned for your favorite, but a masterpiece will always be a masterpiece. It's kind of a strange romance story, set in a quiet little country town. The cinematography is definitely dated, and you can tell they didn't have a biggest budget when it came to props and costumes. But I still really love its atmosphere. Yeah, the cast performances and the director's skills shine through despite that. And they filmed it in Crail. Even if you've never been there, it's hard not to feel a certain yearning for the place. Is it weird to feel nostalgia for a place where you've never been before? Cause that's how it felt when I first went there. Now I get what you mean. I filmed there once before. I was so excited when we finally arrived, but I kept flubbing my lines. Had to do a lot of retakes. Our director wasn't happy with that. But when I think about it, this is what drove me to become an actress in the first place. I always wanted to film something there. Wanted a chance to make something that one day would mean as much to someone as this movie does to me. So much for that dream, I guess. I'm sorry. It's fine. It just means I'm all the more determined now. Van, we got to settle the score, whatever it takes. We, huh? Finally decided you're part of a team. Can't take it back once you say yes. I wouldn't. I'm part of a team now. We can't let ourselves lose to that fear nonsense that dumb mafioso was talking about. We make it up to everyone that suffered because of them. They deserve to feel safe and happy again, and make sure they do. And that's not just Phantom Thief Grimcat talking. I mean it as Judith Lanster too, the movie actress. Okay, you're getting a little sappy for my taste. Tone it down, Miss Intense. Kinda contagious though. Maybe we need more of that energy around the office. Welcome to the team, Judith. Glad to have you here. Damn right you are. It feels good to be here too. Their hearts full of newfound determination, Van and Judith rejoined the team and resumed their patrol.
Don't think you'll be stealing this Phantom Thief's heart anytime soon.
Genuinely talented Phantom Thief. Yeah, man is full, of course.
What's next?
And refreshment delivery for Hermès. Once group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Looks like it's raining out. Bit of a shame for this time of year. Wonder if a goddess is crying somewhere out there too. What am I doing getting all sappy? I should just get up and grab a bite. I was so busy this morning I didn't even have time for breakfast. Don't want to keep everyone else waiting though. Better make it something light and quick.
Here's your delivery.
Thanks, I appreciate you being so quick. Don't mention it. I get my customers what they need ASAP, rain or shine. Why order food though? You could have just gone downstairs and eaten with everyone else. But anyway, it's just you right now? Yeah, I just got back a little bit ago. Gotcha. Could we talk outside once you're done eating? Only if you feel like it, of course, no pressure. I know it's raining and all, but we can work around that. Well, this is a surprise. Wasn't expecting you of all people to ask me out today. Come in and have a seat on the couch. I'll get you a drink. I'll be done with the food real quick. Traffic's lighter than usual, though I guess the roads aren't usually busy this time of day. True, but I imagine a lot of people are staying indoors due to the emergency declaration. Also doubt many are in the mood to go out and have fun right now. Listen, thanks for thinking about me, Hermès. But I'm fine, really. Are you trying to convince me or yourself? I'm upset about what happened to Crail too. The people were always good to me whenever I dropped by for work. Yeah, they welcomed everyone who showed up to their doorstep, even if they're an outsider or a Jäger. Their kindness and hospitality touched Agnes, Ferry, and I when we went there a couple months back. I hear he stopped by there a lot too. You're talking about your reporter friend, right? I worked with him many times over the years. He was a good man. The world's a poorer place without him. We should never take today for granted, because no one's guaranteed it tomorrow. He and I both understood that, and yet you're preparing to fight the people who took him from us. You're going to stop the Mafia from stealing the futures of countless others like him. That's the decision you've made as Van Arkwright, isn't it? I'm not going to ask why you came to that decision, because I already know the answer. You're not the kind of person who runs from adversity. You tackle it head on. Never thought I'd hear something like that from you of all people. Thought you've got me all figured out, huh? We've known each other for a long time now. I'd like to think I've got your number at this point. Guess I'm slipping then. I'll have to do a better job keeping up the mask. Can't have my assistants worrying about me. I know there are sides of yourself you don't want your assistants to see. But remember this, Arkwright. You aren't the only one who wants to help others. There are people in your life who want to extend a hand to you too. Got it. The rain's finally letting up. It should be a smooth ride from here. Oh, you're heading out of the city? Yeah, I've got an urgent delivery to make, so I'm going to get it done now. Need a hand? I doubt it'll be easy to get out of Edith with an emergency declaration in effect. I'll be fine. They should have been told to expect me. Okay then, you're a pro-career, so I'm sure you know what you're doing. Safe travels. Same to you. If you need help with anything, just give me a call and I'll be over before you know it. I look forward to your continued business. And you'll have it. Peace out. Thanks, Hermès. Van then made his way back to Edith, and upon reuniting with the others, he got back to work. You're right on time. I just came out onto the highway. Thanks to your help, I was able to get through the checkpoint without issue. There's a lot less traffic on the roads than usual, so I expect I'll reach you a little ahead of schedule. Excellent, I will be waiting. I wasn't sure if you would be able to oblige our request, so I'm pleased you have been able to. I'm well aware you're against the clock. Saying no was never an option. Especially since I'm connected to this project too. I'll make sure these parts are delivered. I swear it on my name as a courier. I'm sure you will. I trust in your abilities. As long as the parts arrive safely, I have no specific instructions on how you deliver them. I'm counting on you. Contact me again once you arrive. Understood, Professor Cronkite.
Don't be a stranger now. Maybe if you're ever up for it, we can ride around somewhere.
Good, but I think I have done everything vital before we go to the Orba district, so let's use the rest of the episode for talking around stuff.
The showing on screen 1 will soon.
Cray Village was a common shooting location of films and now it's gone. We might not have all the facts, but one thing's for certain. It's absolutely despicable. At least its beauty has been preserved in film, but I know that can't replace what's been lost.
We have merchandise.
I should mention that despite the state of emergency, we're continuing to show movies as usual. Some have argued that doing so is in poor taste, but we want to help keep people's spirits up in these difficult times. People are scared out of their minds right now. If they can come away from one of our movies with a better outlook, then we've done our job.
Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 2 will soon begin. If you have a ticket,
In all my many years of living, I've never seen anything so horrifyingly befall our republic. It reminds me of when that cult went on their rampage a decade ago.
we have merchandise.
I must say I'm impressed just how much the young people are obeying the state of emergency, maintaining order.
Why not buy a souvenir?
I always thought the generation was completely insensitive about such things. I suppose I have to start changing my tune.
Thank you for your visit.
In light of what happened in Cray Village, the film industry will be doing charity drives to offer
The showing on
support.
screen 1 will soon begin.
For our part, we decided to donate a portion of our proceeds to the
If you have a
cause.
ticket, please
There are
proceed
also
to the entrance.
proposals to memorialize the history of the village on film, so that its legacy is never forgotten. Quail Village served as a backdrop for a famous romantic film produced during the early years of film. Not only did that movie spread awareness of the village, it also inspired many people to enter the industry outright. Suffice it to say, the village left an enormous mark on a number of people. It pains me to see what's become of it. Yeah, we just saw that in Judith's event. That she was one of these people influenced by that movie.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie. How about some popcorn, huh?
There might be an emergency declaration going on, but if I don't go out and sell my popcorn, I don't make any money today. I have no choice. I'm a total nobody, worthless, good for nothing. The only reason I'm here is because I couldn't hack it when I tried to break into the movie industry and settle on this as a compromise.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
How about some nice?
In times like these, a little sugar can help calm the nerves. Chocolate can also have a soothing effect to... Ow! I bit my tongue. So much for that sales pitch, I guess. Can't exactly sell anyone on it, and I can't even keep my own head cool right now.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
Hey, hey.
Blue.
Yo, check out that chick with the sunglasses. She's hot as hell.
What? Where?
I don't believe what's happening. This feels way too serious to be real. They've got checkpoints all over the place. Everyone I passed on the way here looked like they were in complete disarray. Tell me about it. Much as I love me some juicy rumors, even I'm worried. I have to wonder how much weird baseless stuff circulating right now. I'm gonna have to watch what I say from now on. Wow, this really is an emergency if even you're trying to get your act together. The situation is what it is, I suppose. When the authorities first announced the whole state of emergency, at first it didn't really sit right with me why it was even happening. So I tried to go out for a ride on my bicycle to calm my nerves, only to get told off for doing that by a policeman. That's when I realized Calvert really is in trouble. This isn't some problem going on elsewhere I can just brush off like it's not my business. I used to be interested in just about any rumor I came across, but I guess I need to start being more careful about false info floating around. Maybe if I see anything weird on the message boards online, I start to either point it out or, worse comes to worst, report it. Hate to do it, but...
Thanks for stopping by.
You know, I haven't seen Kauhan around here lately. And Miss Mao's been really busy with something too. What the heck's going on? Maybe it has something to do with what happened in Crail? Those two haven't been their usual selves. It's making me a little anxious. But there's still work to be done here, and it's not gonna get done if I keep moping around. I'd better get to it.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming. This tastes great.
Those people have gone too far. We're left with no choice but to crush them. How we accomplish that is still up in the air, however. We have to follow the Elder's orders to the letter, regardless of what those orders may be. With a situation as grave as this, there's only so many ways we can respond. Depending on how things go, it's possible that there could be blood on the streets of Edith. I'll admit I do have my concerns about what the other families are up to right now. But in the end, we have to follow whatever orders the Elders give us. Jan Kauhan is gone because he probably is one of a Zhang Shou. At least it was hinted at.
Great.
I see.
Albert and Lyle too. What's up, Agnes? You working hard? I'm on my way to work myself. I just swung by here real quick to check up on Albert. Not that I asked you to, but I understand given all that's happened. Anyway, I know I'm always bugging you about this, but seriously, don't do anything too dangerous, okay? I get what happened in Basel was an unavoidable emergency, but that didn't stop me from being scared out of my mind for you. If anything happened to you, Oh, Albert, I'm so sorry. I'm always making you worry, aren't I? No, that's not... don't be sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel... Haha, never seen you so hot and bothered before. I think you should have a little more faith in Agnes. After all, respecting woman's feelings is the fastest way to her heart, or so they say anyway. And here I thought you were going to have something insightful to say for once. I should have known better. Anyway, I'm not here to stop you. Just know that we're here for you if you need anything, alright? Of course. Thank you, Albert. I have no idea what's going on right now, but whatever happens, be careful, Agnes. Don't forget we are your friends too. We'll always be here for you if you need to talk to us. I've got to go to my job after this, but I'm going to try and wrap up things there as quickly as I can. I'm too worried about my mom right now. You be careful too, alright, Agnes? Albert's not the only one who thinks about you, you know? The terror attack was so much bigger than the other ones that came before it. Didn't feel real to me when it happened. Watching those stock prices fall sent some serious chills down my spine.
Ah, welcome.
Yellow book cover for Yes.
I hope to see you again.
Well, what's next?
I'll treasure it.
Gut. Hey son, what's wrong? You're being really quiet. I know you're probably shocked about what happened, but this isn't like you. It's just, you know how my brother works over Tyrell times? He told me something. He said it might have been racially driven. I've always tried not to get wrapped in that kind of stuff, but now... Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I guess I get what you mean. Might be a little tough to just ignore it and move on with time. I feel so bad for you. You fit in so perfectly and meant to have to feel that... I say this, it's okay to confront that stuff if and only if you're ready to. Just know you can always come to Peter and me. We're here for you. Whether or not you choose to do anything about these issues, you'll always be our friend. And nothing will ever change that, alright? Yeah, what she said, I agree 100%. If you ever need to just get something off your chest, we're here. It's easy to think about stuff once you've gotten it out and cooled your head. We're more than happy to give you that space, son. We figured it out with you. It's the least we can do. You guys, thank you. I don't know what I was thinking, letting myself get so hung up like that. Sorry I worried you too. It was really getting me down. I refused to let myself snap out of it and let go. I'm so glad I have Peter and Marilyn in my life. They don't care about my background. They just care about me. That's what I call a couple of true friends. We all get along so naturally with Sun, it's easy to forget sometimes what sort of position she's in within society. But she tries not to let any of that bother her and happily embraces people like us. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. When it comes down to it, my problems pale in comparison to hers.
Change your fate.
Maybe it's time I sat down and really settled the score back home.
Wolves Requiem.
I don't think it's strange for Sun to wear things that aren't associated with her heritage. She just wants to walk to the beat of her own drum. I just wish she would realize that it's okay for her to rely on us sometimes. I mean, we are her friends because of how unique she is. That's why we are able to meet in the first place. How? How can a whole village just vanish? Some would tell me it's all just some elaborate ad campaign for a movie. It has to be, right? Come on, somebody tell me it's all just a bad joke already. How could something so terrible happen in my own lifetime?
Please step on up.
It's a damn tragedy what happened in Crail. Entertainment companies used to go there all the time to film things. The industry's ties there run deep. That's probably why people within it are starting up charity efforts to help. Who knows if there are any survivors left or if a place can even be rebuilt. I'm sure all that goodwill can still lead to something positive.
Alrighty.
Oh, hello, welcome. I know these aren't exactly happy times, but feel free to stay and relax. If nothing else, seeing our customers smile brings me a little comfort too, which I can definitely use right about now. Sorry, it's hard for me to stay calm in this situation. When I first heard, none of it felt real, but then this morning it started hitting me and I started getting more and more scared. We can't let them break our spirits. Those terrorists want us to be afraid, remember that.
Well,
Looks like he's feeling tense too. Not that I'm surprised. Yeah, just like a cat in our neck of the woods. They can definitely sense things. Mr. Macmillan? Oh, and yes, forgive me. I was simply closing my eyes for a moment. Yes, I've had the pleasure of visiting there. To think such tragedy could befall such a warm and welcoming village. I have to carry on. Even under this declaration, I have no choice but to continue running my cafe. Still, I feel compelled to pray for our souls. You can tell he's trying his best to stay calm. Probably lots of people out there who've had to hold on and keep themselves together how they can. These are not easy times, which is why it is all the more important for us to continue to offer a space where people can relax and feel safe. I simply want to ease my customers' worries. I continue to pray for the souls of those we lost in Crail as well. May they rest in peace.
Good
How could anyone wipe out an entire village off the face of a map? That's going way, way too far. I like spine-tingling crime stories as much as the next girl, but this doesn't give me that satisfaction at all. It's hard to put it into words. I guess I'm scared? Just scared? I wonder when things will go back to normal. I can't believe our mother would go so far. I thought I understood what they're capable of, but I guess not. All I feel right now is scared. Just scared. There have been murmurs that what happened in Crail might have been an ethnic attack. It's only speculation for now. But I ended up telling my sister's son about it anyway. I really shouldn't have done that though. She's probably freaking out. I get the feeling Sun is taking what I said real hard. I know she tries not to pay any mind to those sorts of issues. Part of my job is to ask questions, explore as many angles of a potential story as I can. But I think sharing that with her was the wrong call. I messed up big time.
Indeed.
All right. Well...
Things have been really crazy around here lately. I've never seen anything like it. With the area surrounding Crail under lockdown, we can't send anybody out to do on-the-ground investigating. The editor-in-chief gave a pep talk earlier, so I'm sure our reporters are fired up to dig up something. I doubt it'll be easy though. I got a feeling this whole crisis could turn out to be a sink or swim moment for our paper. Right now I'm in the midst of compiling the names of the people believed to have been caught up in the attack. One name that's come up is Dingo Brad, the reporter for Melt magazine. I'm really worried about Marielle. I know how close the two of them were. Poor girl. The Republic has never faced a crisis like this before in its long history. There's a lot of unrest among the citizens right now. And that goes for us too. We know all the questions that people want answered about the situation. We at the Tyrell Times have one job and one job only, to bring facts to the people before disinformation muddies the waters. What you're doing is vital to the well-being of this country. Be proud of what you do as you go about and get those answers. Yes, Chief.
Let's do this.
Just checking if someone's here? No.
Here goes.
But yeah, being an insurance company, we have our customer service hotline open 7 days a week. It really wears me down. I can slip away on my lunch break, at least. But Harry really misses me when I have to crunch. I'd hate to leave him alone for an entire month. I'd be happy to have him stay with us. He comes over to our place for dinner anyway. I'm more worried about you, honestly. Don't burn yourself out, you get me? Being in charge of a whole branch is a pretty big deal. I only ever planned on being their point of contact to the main office, but it's been real hectic over there. They need backup. We're in some pretty dire straits financially. We need things to clear up soon or we'll start having to make cuts.
Alrighty.
How's your office holding up? You're in construction, right? Architectural firm, yeah. We don't do the actual constructing, which is nice, but Top Brass is saying this construction boom is bound to wear off. And when the market shrink, layoffs follow. Damn it all, why? Why did this have to happen? I saw Hans just the other day. He always came down to sell their vegetables. Annie would always stop by to eat. Sister Militia too. That's right, they sourced their vegetables from Crail Village. I had no idea. Yeah, this place was a popular spot for them whenever I'd stop by. You heading out to work already? With a state of emergency, it's gotten quite chaotic out there. Will you be alright? Should be. They're restricting the roads in and out of the city, but we're already inside, so we're just sort of stuck here. Might as well get some work done while we're here. Adios knows there's gonna be plenty of requests coming in. I see, just please be careful out there. Yumi and I were awfully worried about you, but we weren't the only ones. In truth, Dad was worried sick too. Damn, was he now? I knew he had a heart of gold. I'm not heartless. Once I knew Yumi was okay, I started worrying about you, nothing to it. Just be smart out there, like I always say. Now especially, yeah? Don't let that writer's work go to waste. Yeah, I'll make sure of it. Dingo was a regular here too? Yes, he and Van would frequent this place together. He had only just eaten here for Marielle's celebration. Oh. How could they have done this? Why? I'm lost for words. The situation just does not compare. Ah, that reminds me. Are you alright with your room, Judith? Yeah, it's perfectly fine. You even got me furniture and everything. I just wasn't expecting you to recognize me off-screen. Well, as a landlady, I know a thing or two about my tenants. I see. It's like she's giving me stage fright. She's quite astute, yes. Brings me back to when I first moved in. Does worry me sometimes how late Yumi stays out playing. But with all that energy, being cooped up inside is just torture for her. If you see her while you're out and about, make sure to say hello, okay? I can't stand even talking about that sleazebag. But I'm gonna look past him for now. I'll leave him for later. My sweet Paulette. That little weasel. He comes around here again, he gets a face full of skillet. Is he okay then? Well, let's just say it's a family affair. Judith doesn't know about that, does she? At this rate, only a matter of time before she finds out. Alright, didn't she get wrapped up in the Maxime guy? Not surprised that she and her dad don't care for him. It's the fact that he got buried beneath all the other news from the incident. Not to mention the article itself was quite disingenuous. I imagine they took it with a grain of salt.
Pick something already. Take care out there.
Okay. Can't go wrong with any of them. Come back soon.
High sensitivity sensors deployed. Theo will contact Katro in the event of suspicious activity or if persons of interest are detected. You said something about a bodyguard mode, right? That's pretty cool. Indeed, with A's next move a mystery, I thought it best to err on the side of caution. I hit up some of my newer contacts to try and get a lead. But everywhere is kind of a mess right now. There's nothing concrete tipping us off to A's next move. I don't know what they're planning next, but no way in Gehenna am I letting them do it. I think I might go out and gather some intel after this. Is that okay? Ace always seems to be a step ahead of us, but I want to get the jump on them this time. I think I had everything cooked with what we could right now.
Indeed.
No one here. Is this Judith's room now? Dominique Lanster. So this is her mother, yeah? Radio and the Rex all saying the same things. Just nothing else going on. The politicians had better not be sitting on their asses and twiddling their thumbs. Guess they did do the state of emergency at least. You young'uns be careful out there, got it? We will, thank you. And you new girl, you stand out in those clothes. Don't go showing off too much skin. Me? Right. Scared the pants of me for a second there. I thought she figured me out. Don't go spacing out on me, Miss A-lister. Government's dragging their feet in their knuckles as usual. Maybe all the peace made them forget how to run things. And kids these days, I swear. Whatever. You folks be careful out there, got it?
More candy again. Come
Just
back
a quick
soon.
shop check.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, it's you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were gathering intel if memory serves. Yeah, we got in touch with Kaina. She was here in the capital at the time. But she said she didn't have any leads. We're just stumped. I see. Thank heavens, there were at least some survivors. If I remember correctly, she's an acquaintance of yours? Yeah, Goddard over in Grey Village. He helped us out a bunch over the years. But I just don't get it. Why? Rebecca, Chris. We will stop them. I won't rest until that weapon is dead and buried. Why did this have to happen? Those were people we knew. People we worked with at the workshop over there. Just think 8 years kinda made it. She was here in Edith at the time, but I can't imagine how she feels. There's still no word from Dad. I don't think he wasn't crazy, so I'm hoping she's okay, but I just feel terrible. Well, according to my calculations, it was supposed to be safe outside, but I never expected something like this. Just why? What do I say to her after that? I don't know what to do.
Alrighty.
Ask me anything. Really. Come again, if you want.
I hope to see you. Do you know what you want?
Gift for Hermès.
I hope to see you again.
Banner launched.
Thanks.
The White Clad Transporter received white gloves. Oh, hey, Van. Looks like you got Judy with you, too. Hello, Anya. Thank you for yesterday. Oh, don't tell me. Did you seriously get ID'd by Anya? Did it slip in the bath or something? I would not possibly. She really is an open book. Hey, I'll never complain about more regulars coming in. I'll keep you posted on when our calmer hours tend to be. If it's just you, I can see about renting out a private space for you when you come in. Just let me know. I really appreciate it. Thank you. There's just no better way to recharge. I need my bath fixed to stay fit and fresh, or it gets all cold and creaky. I agree, but man, it sounds like she's over the hill when she says it like that. Mr. Arkwright, I suggest you keep such observations to yourself. We're public bathers, so we're always around whenever you need to chill out. People are kinda on edge, and I don't blame them. Even old Huck hasn't popped in for a while now. But worrying isn't going to fix things. This place is for relaxing. Come on in, however often you need to.
Stepping inside?
This is perfect.
Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
It's so nice and warm in here.
I feel fully refreshed after that. Make sure you don't catch a cold.
Hey,
How did an entire village vanish like that? I never thought the horrors from 2 years ago would surface again. Just what is the army doing? Don't tell me they have the city locked down all the way through the rest of exam season. My word, just anything but that. Yes, I got all the questions in the reference book right. Told you I could do this. Mom's not on my butt anymore either. Oh, that feels so good. Alright, it'll be an all-nighter for me tonight. Brad's been bugging me for a while now. But he ain't my business. I don't have the time anyway. Sounds like this will be a quest for the next game or something.
The goddess of the sky is always watching.
Oh, Adios, you who extend your divine charity to us humans below. Please forgive us in our foolishness, for we have sown conflict and hatred among ourselves. I pray that the good people of Quail may join you at your holy site. She's much more solemn than usual today. Well, that's different. Usually her head's up in the clouds. Remember hearing from somebody that she lost her family in a terrorist attack. Maybe that's part of the reason why she's otherwise so jovial. Blessings be, everyone. You heading out at a time like this? Please do be careful. Of course, we make sure of that. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get riots out in the streets or anything like that. The opposite, really. Everybody is drained. They don't know what to do, but I think if anybody can help them, it's you guys here at the church. Absolutely. No matter the circumstances, the church will always extend its hand to those in need. I'll be here as well. Can't deny I'm nervous, but I have to stay strong. Please, stay safe, everyone. 3 days have passed. Quail Village is still shrouded in mystery. I understand many feel directionless. Our duty, however, has not changed. I shall conduct another mass today. Comfort those lost in fear and anxiety. Maybe one day welcome peace again, under the auspices of a goddess. We have many a churchgoer in for prayer today. I understand everyone's feeling uneasy. I need to work as hard as I can to calm their spirits. They're depending on me.
Kids are always so full of energy.
What? Where? How? It's not up here, right? Because I specifically looked up here. Over there. Ah, they're all gathered together. A cat meeting? I've never seen anything like this before. They all look pretty on edge. Perhaps they've sensed something? I mean, all of us humans are freaking out. They no doubt picked up on that at least. Clever little bastards. Huh, is it keeping watch over the kids or something? Yeah, just in case. Good work, Zeros. Mom and Dad said a lot of people died. I don't really get it. I'm kinda scared. Yeah, me too. But we can't stay sad. Grandpa always says that laughter's the best medicine. If you're too sad, you might get sick. You have to at least try and be happy, okay? Really? I guess, yeah, my chest has been kinda heavy lately. Maybe I should go to the chapel for a checkup. Sure, we can pray there too. Let me come along with you. Oh, but Mommy said we shouldn't go out alone. So let's invite Sheena and Harry too. Oh, good idea. All the grown-ups have been nervous about something. I think we're okay though. We are, but I heard on the radio that Quail Village is gone. I keep everyone here safe. I promise. I won't let bad stuff happen here. That just made me think of a new super move. I call it the Flash Caliber. I take my bike and then I jump off it and I kick them in the face. You read too many comic books, Harry. Thanks. I think that made me feel a little better. Harry's a real big dummy, but sometimes that's a good thing. Is it me or have I seen you before? You look really familiar, but I think I just remembering wrong. I can't say I met you before. Man, this girl is sharp. But that's a new face. I've never seen anything like that before. Yeah, I think I'm just mixing you up with someone else. You kinda phoned it in there, felt like. I feel like Harry made me calmer, older. He's so hyper, I sort of balance him out. He just goes on and on about everything, but that's okay. I'll talk with him some more today. Every hero needs a special move or something like that. Gotta think of one. I can't just mope around. I could be thinking of my super move. That is a tough. He's too tired to save Yumi and Mark if things get bad. But maybe I can use my bike to save him in a pinch. That'll be my superhero move, yeah. So the mafia were behind all that. Very is alive. What is the world coming to? Don't let your guard down. I know you've dealt with a lot of these types. And I worry for the girls in your group out on those streets. You folks be careful, alright? We'll be fine, don't worry. Wann?
Looking is always free, you know.
A veggie drink.
Come back for more anytime.
Jess? So those idols I met recently, they asked me to direct some of their music. Being honest, that genre is pretty far out of my wheelhouse. But I gave it my best shot. I think it turned out alright. Hopefully it's still as cheery as I wanted it to be. Once they nail the basics, the message should shine through. I'm just giving them a helping hand, as it were. Apparently this was a debut song they wrote. I tidied it up as best I can. It's been a while since I got some good news. I hope this debut will help lift my spirits.
Right. Say, why not take some...
It's getting pretty bleak with Quail Village. People keep coming for my sympathy flowers. It still doesn't register in my mind. How does an entire village just disappear? Okay, but we continue this next episode. And until then, amaze and don't get lost.